Hey guys, this is KILAxCON, and today I'm bringing you my unboxing and first impressions of Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Just going to be showing you the back right now. I think it is a very classy and pretty attractive back to this case, and really shows off what it's going to have in the game. So let's get into this. Once we open it up, we have the disc, of course, and then a few little papers to the left. Here we have a downloadable mask thing. It gives you guns and a few extra masks. And we have the standard control booklet. This is more of a just folded paper than it is a booklet. I guess they're trying to save paper. I don't know what the heck's going on. There's Ghost Recon Arctic Strike advertisement, and here we just have the Uplay passport information. This lets you play multiplayer and everything. So let's get into this disc. That is a very, very nice disc. Meet you on Xbox. Now that we have the game in the Xbox and starting up, I'm just going to tell you guys right now that I did speed this up just in interest of time, but everything is indeed there. On another note though, I think this is a very well done intro to the game. It really gets me in the mood to game almost, and I don't usually like watching the intros to games, but this one, I just enjoy it, I guess. I don't know what else to say about it. It shows off the game's finest features, and it really sets up the mood for me almost. Now, one thing that kind of let me down with this is I have to hit the start button like 2 or 3 times just to start playing the game. I think that is a little excessive, and they easily could have cut down on that. Now, something that kind of evens it out with hitting the button 3 times at the start menu is the weapon customization. This changes literally everything about any custom class you've seen in your life. This goes so in depth with the weapons. It is incredible. Ubisoft has been pretty much bragging about there are about 20 million different weapon combinations, and I think that is just incredible. And as you saw, you get achievements just from customizing the weapon, and that really brings more people to the online side of things. And I would definitely prefer quantity over quality in this aspect of the game, because I can really make the game to my needs, so I like it. Now, for what probably most of you are here to see, the multiplayer. I think the multiplayer runs very, very smoothly in this game, and it's very actually more in-depth than any game I've ever seen. I will show you the menus later. Now, I did speed this up also in the interest of time, so if it looks a little fast to you, that is the reason. Now, the multiplayer, I think, is one of the better third-person multiplayers of the games I've played. Now, keep in mind that the most dominant third-person shooter game I've played is the Gears of War trilogy. So there may be better ones out there that I just don't know of. You guys can comment and tell me those games. I'll try them out, and I'll get back to you on how I feel this game compares to those. Now, this game integrates a lot of the stuff from the single player into it, obviously, but it doesn't overpower anything. The invisibility doesn't make you enough invisible to the point where you can't see the other person on the other team. It's more along the lines for a sniper, which is prominently used for, like, you can see them perfectly fine from up close. Sorry for that. But when it comes to long range, you just can barely see them, and you need a sniper rifle to see them. So if you're being a sniper and you go invisible, you pretty much have to be killed by another sniper at long range. Now, up close, that is a completely different story. Now, this game is very good because it also makes the attachments on your weapons useful. Like in Call of Duty or Battlefield, the attachments may not do that much, but in this game I feel like it does, because the attachment that I have on my weapon right now, I forget the official name for it, but it's almost like a bipod, but it's not. It makes the gun with more control when you lay down, and it severely lessens the accuracy. Sorry for that slowness right there. I was trying to get some precise vocabulary on that. Now, here's a quick look at the menus. I think it is very nice how you can see how close you are to leveling up your weapon, and it puts everything simple to read and simple to look at. The point system in this game, I think it's good. They could have made it a little bit more, I don't really know how to say it, but straightforward. I don't really know if that's the right word, but I think they could have chosen a better number than 37 points to give you when a teammate spawns on you, but hey, that is really no determining factor to say I don't like the campaign or the multiplayer because of that reason. Now the maps, from what I've played, which are pretty much all of them, I thoroughly enjoy the maps. It gives you enough of everything. It gives you a lot of the close-up and personal, and a lot of the long range, which I think is very nice. The maps in this game seem to me to be very diversified in their size, their setting, and really their quality. Now, just because I said quality doesn't mean some maps are worse than others. I say quality because it really comes down to personal preference on whether you like a certain map type or not. As you see now, I'm using the little bipod kickstandy thingamajig. Oh my god, it's not a bipod. But that severely gave me better accuracy when I'm shooting at these guys. Unfortunately, I do not get that guy because that gun does have a lot of recoil. The game modes in this game, I've only played a few, but from the ones that I have played, I have enjoyed a lot because they're very, I don't want to say, like, difficult, because they're not that difficult to understand. They're very plain and straightforward, so literally anyone can come and pick this game up and learn how to play the different game modes within a few games. Now, one thing that I love about the multiplayer, sorry for that love, but it just makes me feel so good when I'm playing this game. There's actually teamwork. You join a game and you will hear men talking and communicating with each other about where they are, where someone is, or what's happening at the objective. And as you just heard me correctly. I said men. There are no like 7-year-olds playing this game. It is absolutely incredible. I love it so much. There's no one yelling at the end of the game or singing a song. It is awesome. Now on to the survival part of this game. I'm not very fond of it, and from everyone else I've played with, I guess you could say, they're not very fond with it either. And I don't think it's because it's bad necessarily. I think it's just because there's so much stuff better out there to play with a friend in this survival kind of way. I would definitely say that as much as I don't like Modern Warfare 3, the Modern Warfare 3 survival mode is a lot better than this, just for the simple fact that it's much more straightforward. You don't have to secure something. There's a lot more freedom, I guess you could say. And you get to choose your weapons a lot better, get attachments, more of how you want to do it. On this, it's just they drop a care package and you go and pick that up. Now, there is a few things I like about this. That I like the takedowns. That's one of the few things I like about this. No, but really, this game mode, it's a lot more about camping in one spot the entire time because you have to keep that spot secure. I don't think they should have put objectives into this like that. I think it would have been smarter to just let the people roam around the map as a team, I guess you could say, and really do what they want instead of having to camp. Now, I know some people like to camp in these kinds of game add-on thingamajigs, whatever you want to call them, but I personally would like the option to be able to run around without having to worry about the CPUs or whatever you want to call them coming in and taking the objective over. Now, a few things that I do like about this. I like that it gives you the full features of the campaign and the multiplayer. It actually gives you a little bit more because I haven't been able to use the thermal, but I'm about to switch to it. I haven't been able to use the thermal so far in the campaign, but in this I got to use it, and I think it's very helpful. There we go. There it is. I think that thermal is a very nice little feature that they gave us. As I said, I haven't been able to use it in the campaign, but that's not because I'm not done yet. What I've been able to use is the magnetic, which you will be seeing in the video later while I'm going through a single-player mission. And if you don't want to see that single-player mission, because there is a little spoiler in there, I recommend that you just close your eyes and listen, I guess you could say. I've been told I have a very nice and soothing voice. Now, just kidding. I'm not going to talk in a nice and soothing voice, because that's not very good for my videos, I feel. I don't want to be putting people asleep and stuff like that. No. But, and one thing I did find out about this while I was playing with my friend, it's very difficult. It's very, very, very difficult. Like, We only got to like level 8 or something. I'm sure if you're better at third-person shooters, it's quite easy. But I didn't do it so well. And here we go. Finally, the single player. I've thoroughly enjoyed the single player. It gives you so many features you've never seen before in video games. And if you're just picking this up as one of your first real third-person shooters, I think it is the way to go. I like the way you have to stealthily move through somewhere, and it's not like other games where you just go around killing people on however you want to. This game, you have to pretty much tactically decide whether you're going to kill someone or not and give away your location. And the invisibility feature really plays a dominant role in this campaign because, as I said, there is a lot of stealth, and you do have to choose who you're going to kill. Now, I just showed you an example of the sniping in this game. How you target onto people and then you and your teammates take out each one of them. I think that is a very cool feature, especially when you're playing like a friend I am. This, of course, is the co-op, not co-op single player, co-op campaign. I'm playing with a friend. So we're both moving down different sides of the map, taking out who we want. But as you can see, the assassinations, I think, are another awesome part of this campaign. And here we go. Here's the stealth feature. I know those aren't enemies. I don't know what I'm doing right now. It takes me a while to find that out. But I do, eventually. So, here we go. Here's an excellent point. I have to decide whether I want to kill those people or not and give away my location or keep stealthily moving up to complete the mission. Coming up here, you will see that it does have barriers that don't let you outside of the map, which most games like this do. But it's not like you're locked in. It just says you're losing signal. I've never actually seen if I die if I go out there, and I really don't plan on it. So here's another quick example of the tactical sniping, I guess you could call it. I don't really know. But me and my partner, we both take those guys out. That's why that guy falls over. I was a little confused when I was watching this back, and I was like, wait a minute. How did that guy on the right just die? But here we go. Here's a little spoiler coming up. So if you do want to keep the game a secret, right now would be a time to maybe close your eyes and open your ears. So here we go again with the tacticalness. I know I've been saying how this game is full of tactics and stealth, but I think that's really what makes this game Ghost Recon. It's more about being a ghost, I guess you could say, more about staying silent and not showing people where you are. You have this incredible technology that lets you stay hidden in the bright of day, and it's really the point of the game to be using this technology to your benefit and not just going around and killing people with free will. Now, a few parts of this game which I'm not really sure of. Some of these guys' forearms that have the invisibility, my guy especially, he has the sleeves rolled up, so I'm not sure if that really helps his cause. That's a little loophole that I found, because it seems to me that if you're going stealthy like this, okay, here's a spoiler, but it seems to me that if you're going stealthy, you probably shouldn't go around with your sleeves rolled up and have floating forearms. Now, I'm not sure how you guys feel about that. Comment and tell me, but I feel like that's kind of like just stupid. Now, as you saw, I don't understand what is up with golden guns in these games. I don't even think it looks good. I don't know why they keep integrating them into these other shooters. Like, what's the need with a golden gun? I haven't seen one person in my entire lifetime walking around with a golden gun. Now, given I haven't gone on any, like, super secretive military operations, but I don't think if I go to one of these camps, I'm going to be seeing the leader go around with a gun. Now, as you just saw, there was me not being stealthy, and it did say engaged. So that clearly means that I have stopped being stealthy and they have found me. So that is why you want to stay stealthy throughout the entire game, because then everyone just starts shooting at you. And when you clear the witnesses, as you saw, it says clear at the top. So this is my quick overview of the Ghost Recon Future Soldier weapon customization, multiplayer, survival mode, also known as Guerrilla in this game, and single player. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It took a lot of time and effort for me to put all this together. So have a good day, guys. This is KILAxCON. Peace.